Hello, history buffs! Welcome to a place where Spanish grandeur meets California dreams. Today, we are exploring one of the most historically rich and visually stunning sites in the Golden State, Mission San Fernando, Reyes, España. This isn't just another beautiful mission, it's a place steeped in tales of kings, gold, and pivotal moments that shaped California's destiny. Let's start with its name, San Fernando Rey de España, Saint Ferdinand, King of Spain. Many California missions are named after saints, but this one uniquely honors a monarch. The Fernando in question is Ferdinand III, a powerful 13th century king who famously led the Christian Reconquista to reclaim Spain from Moorish rule. But here's the twist. Ferdinand wasn't just a king, he was a deeply pious man, canonized as a saint over 400 years after his death. So the mission's name brilliantly encapsulates both the Spanish Empire's royal patronage and its religious mission, a perfect blend of church and state. Now let's talk about gold. When you think of California gold, you probably picture the 1849 gold rush. But did you know the first recorded discovery of gold in California happened right here near Mission San Fernando? In 1842, a mission mayordomo named Francisco Cuso Lopez was out looking for stray cattle in Plaza Rita Canyon. He stopped to rest, pulled up some wild onions, and clinging to their roots were tiny flecks of gold. This discovery sparked a smaller earlier mini gold rush. While it wasn't as grand as 1849, it had a direct and destructive impact on our mission. Prospectors, convinced that there was more gold hidden, actually began digging up the mission's very floors. So unlike other missions primarily damaged by earthquakes and fires, which San Fernando also suffered, the lure of gold added another uniquely human form of destruction to its long history. But perhaps one of the most significant and often overlooked stories connected to this region is the Treaty of Cahuenga. Signed on January 13, 1847, just a short distance from here, this wasn't the end of Mexican-American War itself, but it was a crucial local ceasefire. It brought an end to hostility in Alta California between the American forces led by John C. Fremont and the California resistance under General Andres Pico. This treaty left Alta California and its Mexican citizens, the Californios, in a fascinating state of limbo. The fighting was over here and the U.S. military control was established, yet the larger war between the United States and Mexico raged on. So, for the Californios, there was immense uncertainty. They were no longer under Mexican rule, but they weren't officially American citizens either. Their fate hung in the balance, waiting for the formal peace treaty. Crucially, the Treaty of Cahuenga laid important groundwork for how these people should be treated. It promised equal rights and privilege as U.S. citizens and significantly stated that no Californian would be forced to swear allegiance to the U.S. until a final peace treaty was signed. It was a promise, a temporary shield in the time of great change. Then a year later came the true conclusion, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, signed on February 2, 1848. This was the treaty that officially ended the Mexican-American War, and with it, California's fate was sealed. Mexico formally ceded vast territories, including Alta California, to the United States. For the Mexican citizens living here, the treaty offered a choice. They could remain and automatically become U.S. citizens after 1 year, or they could declare their intention to retain Mexican citizenship and move south of the new border. It also promised to protect their property rights, a promise that sadly was often violated in the years to come. Now let's start the tour with Convento. This double door used to be the formal entry. Now it's not used. Please also pay attention to the mural of each room. They are very beautiful and distinctly different. This little room has a very nice feature. On the right wall is a chimney in which meats were hung and smoked during September and October. Then they were carried up to the second floor to be stored. California's first bishop, Francisco Garcia Diego y Moreno, lived here from 1820 to 1835. The 21 paintings of California's 21 missions. Father Fermin Lassuen's room. Mission San Fernando was founded by Father Fermin Lasuen. In my previous video, I have mentioned that Father Junipero Serra founded the 9 earliest of California's 21 missions. After Serra died, Father Fermin Lasuen took over and built the next 9 missions. Mission San Fernando was the 17th mission. I wonder the carving above the door is the Q version of the Last Supper. Wine was important back then for religious sacraments, daily consumption, and medicinal purposes when modern medicine was absent. This wine cellar is the only still intact in all of California's missions. The murals on the wall are Indian design. What a magnificent river does. This is the first time I saw a movie star buried in one of the old missions. Bob Hope's resting place is here. Younger generations probably are not familiar with Bob Hope, but he was well known and liked for older generations. The workshops recreate the atmosphere of the carpentry, pottery, saddle, and blacksmith shops, together with the weaving room. The furnishings are authentic, with most of them dating from the Provincial era. The foreman of the Mission Ranch lived here. The mission amassed huge amount of land and livestock, 121,000 acres and 22,000 animals, and produced 13,000 bushels of dry goods. It definitely needed a foreman to manage the Mission Ranch. Okay, we end our tour here. I also made videos of other California missions. The links are down below if you are interested. And if you like today's video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you and see you at next mission.